Hello everyone, welcome back to Describely. Today we will look into the dictionary data type in Python. So like other non-primitive data type, we will initially go through the introduction, then data retrieval and data unpacking. And after that we will go through the data manipulation. Then we will try to join two dictionaries. Then we'll try to run the loops. And after that we will try to run the sorting on the dictionary. And at the end we will try to find a key or a value in a dictionary. So let's dive into the code now. So what is a dictionary? So dictionary is also one of the Python collection that can be used to store the values. But up until now, whatever collection we have seen, they were just storing the values. But using the dictionary, we can store the key value pair. So how do we declare a dictionary? We can declare a dictionary by saying, let's say, dict1, and we can use the curly brackets. So by this, we can declare a dictionary, or we can also say dict2, and we can use the dict syntax. Okay, so this is how we can declare a dictionary. If I print this, and let me print the dict2 also. If I run the code, you can see both has the type dict, and they both are having the empty curly braces. So let's talk about some of the dictionary properties. So a dictionary is key value pair. That means you need to provide a key and you need to provide a value to store a value in the dictionary. You can store multiple keys with multiple values here like this. There is no limit. A dictionary is ordered. That means if you put key 1, then key 2, and you try to print this, you will get the key 1 first and then key 2. And you can also apply the ordering here in the dictionary. You can also order the dictionary based on the key as well as based on the value. Changeable, that means once you, let's say you have created a dictionary key 1 with value 1, and if you want to assign the key 1 with value 3, you can change it. Does not allow duplicate key. That means you cannot use the same key twice while storing the data in the dictionary. But you can store the same values twice. That is allowed. Okay, so key cannot be duplicates, but value can be duplicated. One thing to remember about the dictionary. So this is ordered when your Python version is greater than 3.6, and we can say not ordered if version is less than or equals to 3.6. Okay, so uh, this is something that you must remember. Let's say if you are working on an old project and that uses the Python 3.6 or less than 3.6, then you won't get this ordered behavior of a dictionary. Let me just copy and put this second kind of declaration here, and let me comment this. So I don't want to use this. So let's say we have a dictionary like this, and we want to access the dictionary data. Okay, so we can access this something like, so let me just print here, and I will use the formatting. So I can say name colon, and then to access the name from this dictionary, we can just type the name of the dictionary variable, and we can put the key name here, name. Okay, so this is how we can access this. I need to use the single quotes because double quotes is already there, so I cannot use the double quotes here. For mobile, I have to use the capital M, and for email, sorry, address, I need to use the address here. So this is my email, this is mobile, and this is address. So let's print this. So you can see the name is Kesri, email is kesri.nandan at describely.com, mobile number is this one, and address is this one. So this is how you can actually pull the data from a dictionary. And let me, if I try to use the small m for the mobile, right, here we have defined as a capital M, and if I run the code, you will see that person.mobile. So there is a key error. That means the key is not found in the dictionary. So this is one way. There is another way you can fetch the data from the dictionary, and that is you, let me put a comma here, and inside the curly brackets we can say person dot we can use the get method. So there is a built-in method get that we can use to pull the value. So if I put a name here, right, and let me just replicate this. If I print this, you can see the Kesri Nandan comma Kesri Nandan, email comma email, right? Then what is the benefit of using this? So let's say you are writing some code, there you expect to get a name key, right? Or let's say mobile key. But if the mobile key is not present in this dictionary, then you have a default value for the mobile. So let's say if I put a small m here, right, then it's not going to find this. But if you have a default value, you can just provide it here. So you can say, let's say 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 10 times. Okay, this is 10. Now this is 9. Okay, so if I print this, here you can see with the capital M, it has got this key, so it pulled this particular mobile number. But for this small m, that there was no mobile number, right? So it has added the default value here. So if you use the get method, then you can add a default value also while pulling the key value. Now let's try data unpacking from a dictionary. Okay, so what I will do, I will create three variable var1, actually four variable var2. So I'm assigning values from person to these variables, and let me print this. Let me put a separator here. So you can see the unpacking was possible for the dictionary. We did not see any error, but in the output we got only the key name. We did not get the value, right? So here we got the key name, email, mobile, and address. And just to make sure that we are getting the key name, if I make this capital A, right, I need to make it capital A here, otherwise it will throw an error. And if I run this code again, you can see the capital A coming here. That means the unpacking works, but it unpacked the keys only. It did not give the values. So for dictionary, it is not advised or recommended to use the unpacking. So if you need to access the data of a dictionary, you can use the key directly. Now let's discuss about the data manipulation. So we already know how we can access the data, right? We can access the data using this key. And if you want to override the data of a dictionary, let's say, so we can say person, and let's say if I want to override the name, so I can say Vayunandan. So if I print this, then you will see that Kesri Nandan will be replaced with the Vayunandan. So you can see here Vayunandan is coming. Okay, let me uncomment this separator so that we can see it separately. So initially the name variable contains the Kesri Nandan actually. Okay, so it's Kesri Nandan now, and name has been updated to Vayunandan. So this is how we can update the dictionary values. So this is update, and if you want to add another value in the dictionary, so you can use this same kind of keywords. So you can put the dictionary name, then square brackets, and then you can put the key name. So I have name, email, mobile, address, and let's say I want to put a currency here. Okay, so currency that I use. So for the currency, if I put INR here, and let me print the code again. So you can say the currency is added here. So this is how we can insert a data into a dictionary. And if you want to delete a data in the from the dictionary, then you can use the del syntax. So we can say del, and let's say I want to delete the address. So if I say person, and if I put the capital A address here, and if I print the code again, you can see the address is gone. So here we had address, but now after deleting, address is not there in this dictionary. So we can say here deleting the item. Okay, so this is how we can delete the item from the dictionary. Now let's talk about the joining to dictionary. So I have a person dictionary here. I've deleted the address. So let me create another dictionary called address. Okay, and inside the address dictionary, I will add the address key, and in the address key I will say Central Park, and then I can add the city key. City will be New Delhi, and then I can say country, let's say India. Okay, so I have a dictionary address here that contains the three key, and I have a person that contains the four keys. Okay, we have four keys, so address is deleted and currency is added, so we will have a four key. So if I want to combine this, so let's try the concatenation operator that we did for list and all, right? So let's say person details, and if I put person plus address, if I run the code, you can see unsupported operand type for plus. For dict and dict, this concatenation operator is not supported, so we cannot use this. So we can say not supported. But if you want to merge these two dictionary into one, right? So for that, we can say person detail, and I'm going to use star here. So if you are not aware what is a star mean, so we can say keyword argument unpacking operator. Okay, so whatever uh, keyword argument we have, right? So keyword argument means key and value pair. So this will unpack that. So let's say if we put dictionary here, so it's going to unpack the dictionary. So we will discuss this in detail in the upcoming lectures, but for now you can just use this. And if you put one star only, then it's argument unpacking, and if you put two star here, then it means a keyword argument unpacking. So let me put the address here also. So star address, and if I print this person detail, you can see now both dictionary is merged. So you can see name and address, Central Park, city, and country, right? So this is how you can actually merge two dictionary. There is another way you can do this, so let me just comment this. So you can see, you can say here uh, person dot update. You can use the update method, and here you can pass the address. And if I run this, uh, let me print this first. You can see this has now printed the same thing again. Okay, so either you can use this unpacking operator, keyword unpacking operator, or you can use this update methods. Let's talk about the loops now. Okay, so earlier we saw that for running a loop we can use, let's say, item, and in, let's say I want to run using the person, so we can say print, and we can print the item here. Okay, so we use this keyword till now. If I run this for the dictionary, you will see it has printed, but it has only printed the keys of the dictionary that we had, right? So if you want to key value, then in that case, what you can do, you can put dot and you can put items. So this items is going to unpack this into key value pair, right? So here we can say key and value. So in this way we will get the key value of the dictionary. So I can print this by saying, let's say f, and I will say here key, and then here value. If I run the code again, so you can see the key is name and value is Vayunandan. Key is email and value is this one, email ID. Okay, so this is how you can actually get the key value from a dictionary. There is another thing. Let's say if you want to get the values only and print the values only, so for that you can use this same thing, but you don't need to print the key. You can forget this. But if you don't want to do that, you can use something like dot values. Okay, so you can use this values method. So this will give you all the values for this dictionary, and it will give you the list. Okay, so let's not print this, and we can say dict values, and let me also get the dict keys. So for that we can use the person dot keys. So this will give the all the keys of the dictionary, and this will give the all the values for the dictionary. So let me put print a separator, and let me print the dict keys first, and then I can print the dict values. If I execute the code, Oh, okay, I'm using the person here, so this should be print. So you can see dict keys, it has written the list here, and dict values, it has written the list here. Okay, so if you want to get the keys and values using these two syntax, you can get that. Let's discuss about the sorting a dictionary. Okay, so let me print the not a person, this should be print. So let me print the person first, and then I will sort this. So I will say person sorted, and then we can use the same syntax that we have used for list and all. So we can say sorted person, and if I print this code, person sorted, let me run the command. You can see the dictionary here, and then you can see a list. So this list, this has sorted, has given the sorted keys of a dictionary, but it has not given the values, right? And if you are not aware, so capital M comes first before the A. If you check the ASCII value for this, so let me show you actually. So you can use the odd function. So here you can put capital M, and let me use the odd for small a also. If I print it again, you can see that it's a 77, and for capital small a, it's a 97. So this is bigger than this one. That's why you see M first here. Okay, so let me just remove this. So if you want to sort the dictionary with key value pair, right? So for that, let me put the items here. So we can use the items, but if I run the code again, it's not going to give the desired result that we want. So you can see this has given the sorted result, but now this has converted the key value pair into uh, tuple. Okay, but we want this to be converted in dictionary. We don't want the list of tuples here, right? So for that, we can use this dict, and we can pass this thing here. And if I run the code again, now we have got the sorted dictionary. So if you want to sort a dictionary using the key, then we need to use this syntax. So let's see how can we sort a dictionary using the value. So for that, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to comment this print, and also this person sorted. So I will create another dictionary, and this is cars. So this has a random key. It's not in ascending or not in descending, and the values is also not in ascending and not in descending. Okay. So to sort using the key, we can say here. Let me copy this key sorted, and I can just pass the car instead of person here. Okay. So this will sort the uh, this cars using the key, and we can print it here. Key sorted. If I run this, you can see it's A B C D instead of B A D C. Okay, and if we want to sort this using the value, so we can say well sorted. Okay, so I will show you step by step how this works. So just be patient. So I'm just going to use the sorted function again, and here I will use the cars dot items. Okay, and let me print a separator, and let me print this well sorted now. Let me comment this these prints and any other prints that I have. I want to print this loop also. Okay, and let's run the code now. So you can see here we have ABC sorted here, and when we did not use this dict syntax, right, it's giving the list of tuples. So we can see the tuple here, and the tuple is again sorted using the key. So inside this sorted function, if I go inside this, you can see the sorted function takes a iterable, and here it takes a key, and also it takes a reverse. So if you want to sort in reverse, you can use the reverse equals to true, and this key should, it takes a as a function. Okay, so callable or function, whatever you want to say. So for that, I will create a function here. I will say def sorting func. Okay, and here we will get the value, and let's return this for now, and well, and let's print what value we are getting. Okay, so print, and then we can provide that here as a key. So we can say key equals to sorting func. If I run the code again, you can see this has printed the tuples that we were having inside the list here. Okay, one by one. So we will get the values one by one in this function, sorting function that we are providing. Okay, and by default the sorting is done using the key. Okay, but if we want to use the value, right, so then we need to return the value here. And how can we return the value? We can return the value using the indexes. So we can access the value of a tuple using the index, right? So at index 0 we have the key, and at index 1 we have the value. So if I provide the index 1 here, then we are returning the value to this sorting function. And if I run the code again, you can see now this has sorted the this list of tuple using the value. If we want a dictionary, then we can use this dict, and then we can pass the same thing here. And now you can see this our dictionary is sorted using the values here. So let me actually remove the print from this loop. And if I run this, our first sorting is based on the key, and the second one is based on the value. So this is how you can sort using the value. If you want to sort it in reverse order, reverse equals to true. And here also, if you want to provide, so you can say reverse equals to true. Now this sorting will happen in the reverse order. So you can see now this has sorted this in reverse order. Okay, this is outside the sorting function, so we need to provide it here. So if I run this, now this is sorted DCBA, and this is sorted 3210. I want to modify this code little bit. So here we are using a custom sorting function here, right? And if you don't want to define a separate method for sorting, you can use a lambda function here instead of this. Okay, so what a lambda function is, so we will discuss in detail about lambda function, how can we use this, and what are the use cases for a lambda function. But for now I will just put a lambda code here, and once you go through the lambda lectures, you can come back here if you don't understand it now. So to use the lambda function, we need to put the lambda syntax here, and then here we can put the value. So this value is the same value that we are getting here. Okay, and whatever we need to return, right, that can be separate using the colon. So after the colon, whatever we put, that will be returned here. So what we want to return, we want to return val 1. Okay, so if we put val 1 here, and if I run the code again, you can see this is sorted in the descending order based on the values, and this is sorted in the ascending order based on the keys. Now let's talk about the searching. Okay, so I'm just going to comment these things, and I'm just going to use the same here, same cards here. So let's say if you want to search a key, right? So let's say I want to search if a exists in this dictionary or not. Let me little minimize this. Okay, and clear this. So copy it here so that it's visible. So if you want to check if a exists in this dictionary or not, we can say if a in chars. Okay, and if I print this, a is found. And if I run the code, you can see here a is found. And let's see if I change the character a to, let's say, G. And if I run the code, you can say G is not found. Okay, so this is how you can search the key in the dictionary. But let's say if you want to search a value, right? So how can you do that? So if I put, let's say, 3 here, and I want to look if the 3 is there in or not. So if I put 3, so it says 3 is not found, but 3 is there. So searching works for the keys using this in operator. But if you want to search a value, then you need to extract the value. So we can say values here. Okay, and if I run the code again, so you can say 3 is found, not if 3 is found. Okay, so if you want to search the value, then you need to get the values in a list, or if you want to use this, let's say, set, so you can use the set also here. So you can put like this. Why I'm using the set? Because searching is little faster in set. So whenever you need to search a value in a dictionary, right, you get the values and you convert that in a set, and then you search that. So thank you so much for watching this. And we have covered all the Python collection data types, or you can say non-primitive data types. In the next video, we are going to dive more about the Python collection, and we will also compare these four non-primitive data types: list, tuple, set, and dictionary, and in what scenario we should use list, in what scenario we should use tuple, and so on. So I will see you in the next one.